Hi everyone! Today I just wanted to do a quick color and chat with you. I have a little bit of a funny story and I thought I would share it. Today, while I tell my story, I am working out of 50 Winter Miniatures by Kameliya Angelkova. So I'm not really doing any specific page, I just kind of picked this tree out. Did some of the basic just so you could see how it was going to look. And I thought, because I had a funny story, that I would go ahead and share it with you why I colored. So I will tell you, I had 5 kids with me around the age of 5, 6. I had 4 around the age of 5 and 6, and then I had an infant. And we were shopping at Walmart. So we got done shopping at Walmart. I was all by myself. I had 5 kids with me. And we were headed out in the parking lot. It was not a warm day, and I don't know if you've ever been to Walmart with that many little kids in tow, but I was freezing. I was already frazzled from keeping track of everybody in the store and can I have this, can I have that, blah, blah, blah. So I was already frazzled. So I was like hitting the unlock button to my car all the way through the parking lot, just hoping that I'd finally get close enough I could pop that automatic door open and they could go get in the car. So that is what I did. When we got close enough, I popped that, well, thought I unlocked my car, and I was not that far away, but I told the kids, okay, go get in the car. And as the other 4 were loading up and buckling up and talking amongst each other, nobody said nothing to me. They just were in their own little world, telling stories, talking about the weather. It was so cold, and I was unloading groceries. So I wheeled my cart to the back of the car with the baby still in it, and I popped the hatch on the back of my car, and I went to go put groceries in. And then I thought, this looks weird. Why does this look weird? This is not my carpet color. It's really clean. My stroller's missing. So I kind of look up because I'm thinking, what the heck? It has to be my car. I unlocked it. And I look in the mirror, and they had a very pretty cross with some beads hanging. Not my car. I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I just loaded 4 kids up in a car that was not mine. So I hurry and put my groceries back in the cart, and I walk around to the side, and I tell the kids, I'm trying to whisper because I don't want anybody in the parking lots, like spots next to me, to hear. And I'm like, get out of the car, get out of the car. Why didn't you see anything? Get out of the car. So they're all trying to unbuckle and grab all their stuff and get back out of the car. And I'm like, make sure you don't leave anything, not a shoe, not a coat, like, don't leave anything in this car. And so I'm looking around and I'm hitting the panic button, hoping that the alarm on the car that actually belongs to me will go off so I can find it in a hurry. So I load all these kids up, we all hold hands, I hold hands with one and kind of make a train. And we go around, and come to find out my car was like 2 rows over. You could see it perfectly from the car we were at. And so I run over to the other car. I'm like, everybody get in the car, be quiet, buckle up. So they're all getting in, and they're giggling and snickering, and I at this point, I don't even bother going to the back of the car and loading the groceries up or anything. I just wasn't feeling it. So I threw the groceries in with the kids, made sure they were all buckled up. I put the baby in her little base, buckled her in, and then I just kind of took a breather. I got in the driver's seat, I sat at the steering wheel, and I just took a breather. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. And when I looked up, I could see the car that we escaped from, and a couple old ladies that were probably watching the whole thing, wondering if I was stealing the kids out of that car, because I'm not gonna lie, as fast as we ran and with as many kids as I had alone, I probably looked a little suspicious, not gonna lie. But I realized we left every door on that car open. The back hatch was still open, the side doors were still open, and I was gonna go shut them, but I didn't want people to think I was like robbing the car, I don't know. It was just like, I knew I had done nothing wrong, but I didn't. It was a really hard thing to explain, like, who walks out of Walmart and loads 5 kids up into the wrong minivan. I was just worried nobody was going to believe that story. So next thing I know, we were getting adjusted, make sure everyone had seatbelts on, turn the heater on, getting ready to pull out of the parking spot. And one of the little girls in the back seat looks up and she goes, "Hey, that's my friend from school." And I said, "Oh yeah?" And she said, "Yeah, with her dad." I look up and this little girl is holding her dad's hand. No big deal. And they're walking over to the van. I was thinking, oh crap, we just that was her friend's van. She's gonna go to school and she's gonna tell everybody that her mom loaded them all up in the wrong car and then made us do a mad dash across the parking lot. And so I kept telling her, I was like, "You don't tell your friend any of this. You don't, nothing. Like, you just don't tell nobody. It stays." Which, I mean, later on, it wasn't that big a deal if she told or not. But at that moment in time, I was just so panicked. And come to find out, not only was it her friend from school, but her friend's dad was a sheriff. So I loaded my kids up not only in a minivan that wasn't mine, but I loaded them up in a sheriff's minivan that wasn't mine. So that was my story. So you would think after doing it the first time with 5 kids, I would pay a little more attention. But like I said, you know, I was unlocking it the whole way across the parking lot, and it was unlocked when I got there, so I automatically assumed it was because I unlocked it. Me and my daughter and her dad were coming out of Walmart, and there was a red van parked in the front spot, and we were headed over to it, and we were getting ready to get in, and then another lady, thankfully, beat us there and shoved her keys in the door, and I was laughing so hard. I was like, I could not believe that I almost just went and tried the door on another minivan that wasn't mine. So I'm not sure if, I think I just want to get a different car at this point, because the minivan, as much as I love it, it's just gonna get me in trouble. I mean, I am really thankful, as much as I wanted to tell those people, like, I'm really sorry that we all jumped in your car, it was unlocked, like, it's really your fault, you should lock your car and random people wouldn't be able to get in it. But at the same time, I was like, who is gonna believe me that I didn't realize this whole time that they were in the wrong car? And you know, I was asking the kids, I was like, why didn't you say anything? Like, the carpet was a different color, the seats were nice and clean, there were no car seats in the car at all. So that should have been, you know, at 4 or 5 years old, I still had some in car seats. So it should have been like a red flag, like, oh, our car seats aren't in here. But no. Nobody said a word to me. They let me all figure out on my own, and they all tease me about it to this day, about the time I took them to Walmart and shoved them in the wrong car. So just in case you're having a bad day, or you feel like you're not a very good mom, just be like, at least I am not the lady on YouTube that loaded not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 kids up in the wrong car and then made a mad dash across the parking lot. So thankfully we all made it home with all our shoes and coats and pacifiers. We didn't leave any evidence behind. The officer, obviously, because we left the doors open, he was looking around the car, I think just to make sure there was no damage or nothing stolen, but I think he must have just thought that it was ransacked, so maybe we did him a favor as well and helped him realize he should lock his doors. Maybe he thought he did, who knows. But like I said, I was too embarrassed and too scared to go up to him and be like, I'm really sorry we left all your car doors open when we made a mad dash, so you wouldn't think we were stealing your car. And even if he wouldn't have been in that suit, I probably still would have had a really hard time admitting to him that I did that. It was really embarrassing. So that is my story time for today. No, it wasn't a very long one, but I haven't actually done a color and chat, I don't think. So I figured I would go ahead and post one and see how it went, and then if it went well and I got good feedback, then maybe I could do a couple more. I know I don't have enough subscribers to do the lives or anything, so I'm just kind of hanging out, making videos, If you're wondering why I'm rubbing glue all over this paper, I am going to make glitter snow. So all I do is, and of course I put my glitter away. Give me 1 second. I'm really sorry if this is loud. Just take a little bit of white glitter. I just got this jar at Walmart. It's lasted almost 2 years. Extra fine glitter, crystal diamond. And I just pour it right on where I put the glue. And then I just kind of let it dry there for a minute. I don't know, I gotta make sure. You don't want to touch it. I have a brush somewhere that is perfect for this. So I just kind of brush the excess away. And you have crystal snow. You'll very carefully lift this up so you can kind of see. And then after it dries and you can see, then you can kind of go back and put more if you want. Obviously, the more glue, the more glitter. It's really just more of a however you want to do it kind of thing. There's no rules in glitter other than you do not sneeze. That is a very important rule. I know lots of people are complaining about face masks and kids having to wear them at school. But I have a 3-year-old and I've been making her wear a mask. She does not go to school. We are homeschooled, so but I make her wear a mask, and I honestly am so thankful. Even if the masks aren't 100% foolproof, they are enough to stop that sneeze when she forgets, and she's still learning to cover her mouth and hygiene and whatnot. So I am very thankful for that mask when she sneezes in my face, because that may not stop corona, but it stopped that sneeze. That is how we also learned. You do not sneeze with glitter. Do lots of craft projects with the kiddos, and we've had a few incidents with sneezing and glitter. So that's just how I'm gonna do that one. Not sure how much of this you guys want to see, but I'm just kind of working my way. There are a couple spots I will go back and fill in with like a smaller, like that spot right there, I'll probably fill in with a Q-tip. I have pointed Q-tips and fatter Q-tips and more Q-tips than probably any one person can use, but I go through a lot, and not for my ears, so. You hear the little princess shoes clicking in the background, that would be my daughter. She's just kind of hanging out, watching me. She really likes to help play with the glitter, and I usually let her help. But because I was trying to show you guys how I do it and get the right effect, I wanted to make sure that you could see. So one of the important things I found with doing snow or ice and glitter, I'm trying to shake this but not like block the camera with it at the same time, is to color. How I put down the pencil first is really important, because if you don't have that shading under the glitter, it just stays white and your glitter doesn't show up as well. That does work good for things like ice, or if you're trying to do like a crystal ball or things like that, but for snow you really want a little bit of that blue. I probably put more than I needed, but I really liked how that effect was looking, so that's how I did that. So I will empty this back in there, and then I will show you the final, and then I will let you guys go. If you like the color and chat, please let me know. I can do more if you want to see flips or any other things. I'm working on lots of winter techniques and whatnot, so that is my final piece. I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening to my very embarrassing Walmart story, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.